how does an organization translate into an organizational strategy translate into a data strategy? So an organizational strategy is set. We talked about this. This is at the top of the organization. We have our organizational strategy. It determines where we're going to play and how we're going to win and the activities that we're going to do to get there. Then comes the data strategy. So data strategy is all about people, process, and finally, technology. It's a high-level plan or roadmap that outlines how an organization will collect, store, manage, analyze, and use data to achieve its organizational strategy. The correlation between these two things must be clear. And then finally, data products and initiatives. Any and all data initiatives undertaken by data teams must align to the data strategy and by extension, the organizational strategy. Okay, so how do you, data leader, become more strategically minded? Well, personal education. Buddy up with the strategy team if you have one. Speak to your CEOs and CFOs. Be intimately familiar with your organization's strategy. If you haven't heard it, go ask what it is. Ask to be included in strategy setting conversations, even if you're just listening to begin with. Use OKRs to align team activity with overarching organizational goals. OKRs are great because they cascade down from the organization's overall goals and give everybody a little bit of the pie to contribute towards the overall outcomes for the business. And ensure clear alignment with organizational strategy on any initiative. If they are not clear, do not do them. Okay, so kind of at the end, quick rewind. What have we covered today? What do we talk about? What do we mean when we talk about data leadership? What are the common challenges experienced by data leaders? Data is a business discipline and not a technical one. Reversing the service desk dynamic. And finally, we talked about data means strategy, how to align data work with organizational strategic objectives. Great. So just very quickly to wrap up, I speak to data leaders all the time, and some of the biggest challenges that I see them facing in their career are around career progression. This is the personal things that they experience, direction and progression. It's often very unclear in the data space. How to be a better leader and more influential, and how to develop personally as a data leader. So these are some of the biggest things that they experience in their careers, which leads me to just wrapping up how I might help you as a data leadership coach. So I help data leaders develop strategies to become more influential in their organizations and help them to transform the cultures of their businesses while growing in their careers. If you'd like to speak to me at all, you can hover over that QR code and you'll be able to book a 30-minute conversation with me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about your career in data leadership. And I'll wrap up there with a final slide just to say, come visit me on LinkedIn. And here's a free gift for you, a playbook for creating data-centric cultures within your organization. So thank you very much, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I look forward to seeing you all out there on LinkedIn and elsewhere.
Thank you, Chris. Wow, this was really nice.
I went a bit long, sorry.
No problem. I think the people have enjoyed. There was a lot of interaction. Yeah, now we are in the question corner, or we can ask questions in the chat if you like.
Oh, right. I didn't see the chat. Sorry.
No problem. I take it on the stage for the questions, but I have marked some comments. This one was from Ed Reiner.
Hi, Ed. I know Ed.
And this is really, I think also I'll say it in friendly, but I see after we have all this AI in normal companies, we see that the data become really, or it's so important and it's become more shitty and faster. What did you think? Is it more important through AI and machine learning?
Data? Yes, absolutely. I mean, data underpins AI and machine learning models. Organizations that have neglected their data governance and their data quality up until this point are going to have a very difficult time leveraging these technologies. They're going to end up with suboptimal results from models that they run on top of those data sets. Also, I see that there's this strong FOMO to get involved with AI at whatever cost. Companies are investing tons of money in so-called AI experts that have apparently come out of nowhere and technologies that aren't necessarily aligned with their organizational strategy. And so I'm very for AI and I love it. I think it's going to be instrumental in the future of our space. However, it doesn't change the fact that strategy underpins everything. If your organization has set out to achieve something, then align in technologies, then invest in technologies that are aligned with those goals. Don't do tech for tech's sake.
Okay, I think You heard?
Yeah, that's my answer.
Oh, here. Okay, I have to mark another question. Okay, here it's Sanjay. Hope I spell it right. He says, or what can be added is data edit relation privacy.
Oh, sure.
Also part of the strategy.
Yes. I didn't really go into what a data strategy included because I have, only so much time and I wanted to keep it at the leadership level. Yeah, no, data ethics, regulation, privacy, those are really very relevant to an organization's data strategy. They need to obviously protect the data of their customers, the data of anyone they interact with. I think it's such an important thing. It probably doesn't get talked about enough, to be honest, data ethics and regulations. They're essential. They protect us.
That's it. Look, another Tristan Mobs. Yeah, he says, what? Yeah. Hello, all of those functions also help to enhance the performance of the other business functions. Data can help scale all other areas of the business. I see it.
It's a great statement. I completely agree. A cross-pollination, collaboration between teams, innovation centers, these sorts of things, insights that maybe the design team could take from what's happening in the finance team or elsewhere, maybe not a good example, but, enabling conversation around data across the various different disciplines within businesses is only a good thing.
Yeah, I think though that's really important.